All right, we back. This time we got Sean Strickland. And another thing, I caught another Div 20, and he tried to murk me with Kamzat. But back to Sean Strickland, bro. Sean Strickland found himself into another title opportunity. You know, controversial decision last time. Everybody thought it was 2-2. Most people were saying they think Sean won it. Even Dana said he thought Sean won the fifth. So, a split decision leading to a title change. They running it back. So, with Sean Strickland, his main thing, jabs and teeps aside, is his controversy. Whether it's him talking crazy stuff about Bilal, throwing a random racial innuendo out there for the media, saying he got beat up by his dad and got 10-7'd every round. You know, Sean always saying controversial things leads to him being either loved or hated. You know, I'm indifferent. When you go to MMA and you watch MMA for a certain amount of time, you start to realize a lot of these people are crazy, whether it's for better or for worse. I mean, Bryce Mitchell just co-signed. Anyway, we had cut that out. But yeah, Bryce Mitchell co-signed somebody that was just crazy. And now we got situations like this where you got a whole fandom that loves Strickland like he's from their country and he's not even. He has a fan base. So with that being said, we going into a fight against DDP, and whether you love him or hate him, you hate how he fights. You think he goes in there and has gym wars with people like me, but then goes out against Paulo Costa and doesn't bring the energy like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter where you fall on it. At the end of the day, he's clearly top five. And he honestly might not be five. I mean, looking at his track record, we just watched Imavov beat Izzy by KO. Sean beat him for 5 rounds. We saw him get the young up-and-comer in a boost. A boost got melted. Turned out he was not a cardio merchant. Sean put it on him. And next thing you know, he gets the title shot with Izzy. Everybody think it's about to be a wash. Sean went in there, drops him, and then proceeds to 50-45 Izzy. When everybody believed that was the guy. That's this generation's like Silva. He was the dominant champ. So it's like, no matter how you feel about Sean Strickland, he got the talent. He knows what he's doing. He might go in there and throw that lead teep followed by 74 jabs. But every once in a while, he get that straight in there. And when that straight hits you, you know, your eye gets swollen. You might lose a round. You realize you're getting a little tired. That teep start hitting on your liver. You like, whoa, what's going on? Next thing you know, you getting 30-27. And you got 2 rounds left. So, I mean, in my opinion, he is a top guy. He's proved he's a top guy no matter how you feel about him personally or, in this case, you know, just about his skill set and his fight style altogether. But, you know, he's the only one that really took it to Drickus like that too. So, I mean, if you really think about it, he's like the consensus number 2 right now. Like, there is nobody that's given the champ a fight like Sean. And he beat the last dominant champ of the division. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But all that to the side, I'm trying to, you know, break down what's really going on in this fight. Now here, it looked bad for me. He was really working them takedowns. I don't know why I was having so much trouble. Mainly on his turns, because I know what direction that is. And I was trying to stop him, and I just couldn't. Funnily enough, though, I realized I saw this guy literally fight Marshall like a day ago in the heavyweight vid where he was using Derek Lewis. He fought the same guy, and I wish I would have saw that earlier, because in this fight I start to realize what he's doing, which is really just trying to work slips and fake slips to get you to do something to make sure that he can just make you run into something. That's his game plan. So for me, I'm over here like, okay, if I can tax his stamina, then he can't grapple me, because I couldn't stay up on my feet. And even if you peep the beginning of the first round, couldn't stay up on my feet. But it worked a little bit, because it seems like he can't strike with me. So you always pay attention to the little things. Because at first I'm not going to lie, even when you hit Div 20 and you realize you can beat other Div 20s, like you realize you have the skill set, you recognize paths to victory, The main thing that I was trying to focus on is, well, he's getting me down and I'm not really doing anything. And at first you gotta be like, well, I lost a round. But it's okay because you got 5. If you have 3, you gotta pick up the urgency a little bit more. Use muscle modifiers a little bit earlier. But when you have 5, sometimes you lose a round. You don't have to win all 5. You gotta win 3. Or you gotta knock the person out or sub them. So that aside, I'm like, okay, well, at the end of the first round, I start to realize, hey, he gets a little too aggressive. I can work to my back, and I can try and get up. And as you saw in the second round, I even did that. I worked to my back, he gets on my back, and he likes to throw strikes. Sean Strickland has the get-ups. I'm not sure if those are wrestling or jiu-jitsu, but I know he has them. And if you get them on your back, they throw that right hand. You just got to block and flick the right stick to the direction of the hand that they threw. And you can get up. So with that being said, I'm like, cool, that's my path to getting up. I don't have to worry as much. Now, at the end of the first round as well, I did realize I got him to the body, got him to the head, stunned him to the head, stunned him to the body, and landed a body kick. So I'm realizing my cardio is going to come in, especially in round 3. So I can work the Strickland pressure on him. But right there, I ate 2 body shots. And we go into the end of the second round, and I'm like, okay, it's not the best thing in the world, but if you look at our cardio and our stamina going into round 3, I have a path. And that path is to use my stamina and kill his. So I just got to take my time and get to the body. Also, I'm starting to realize, since he moves a lot and he goes for that rear hook to the head, he's going to be real susceptible to the left hook. So my whole thing is, I got to find a way to land my left hook, and I got to land hooks and teeps to the body. And if I have to ease that up with jabs, cool. But right now, even on the ground, I'm like, he's too aggressive. So I have more stamina than him. So if I can deny him, I can work to a Kimura. Now, the main reason I'm trying to work to a Kimura, even though he faked that, I swear I didn't bite, and he still got it. Sometimes that happens. Hey, he's in full mount now. That sucks. But the main thing to make somebody's aggression work against them is when they want to move so much, you can start denying. And he likes to throw a lot, so I can just pull him down. So, as I said, work to my back. He likes to strike. He likes to go for rear nakeds. I know the denies from here. I know that top mount is... I know that the back flat is up. I know that the rear naked is down. And I know that if he throws the left and right hands, I just got to block and flick to the left or right. We're good. So I'm like, I can get up from there. My friends, Chama UFC calls me a back merchant, which, shout out him. That's my guy, bro. Love that guy. But look, up there, goes into a block counter, left hook drops him. This is my round now. We're in round 3. Now, debatable because I heard him in round 1. In my head, I stunned him to the head, I stunned him to the body in round 1. And he didn't really do anything on the ground. So I'm like, cool. I won round 1. That's my mindset. Round 3, I dropped him, stunned him to the head, stunned him to the body. Then I stunned him to the head and to the body, and I got a little too over anxious. And you see how I opened up too much? And now look at me. Back on the ground. So, honestly, I'm going to tell you, when you get knocks, when you get knockdowns, take your time because you won the round. You could honestly dance around. I'm not advising this. I'm not advising that you just work on the back foot and dance around and start taunting. But I'm saying you could, because a knockdown is worth so much, especially if they get you to the ground and they're not doing anything. And I just got 2 stuns, or I have 3 stuns in total this round and a knockdown. The third round is mine. That's a 10-9 no matter what he does, because he's not subbing me and he's not really getting any crazy ground and pound where he's getting ground stuns. So right here, I'm going to try and put him up against the cage. He knows that. He goes for the... I thought he was going to go to his left, and he went for a Darce, but he's not going to get me. He doesn't have the stamina to get me. He goes up. I block up. He goes for something. I say, I'm not even going to let him. I'm going to go to side saddle, and I'm going to try to work some damage. But right here, it's so little time. I tried to posture up. I didn't even think about denying it, and he tries to stand up. Round over. Cool. So now... round 4. So in my head, I possibly have round 1, and I definitely have round 3. So in my head, I'm like, okay, he's tired. He can't keep the pace I can keep. So I'm gonna work some lead teeps to the head, and I'm gonna work some teeps to the body, as well as some body jabs. And if I can sneak a hook in there to the body, he'll start thinking about that being low. And no matter what he does, I'll be able to have a left hook to the head at some point in this round. That's how I've caught him for stuns. That's how I dropped him. And he still, even at this point, is leaning to his right. And that's crazy to me. But hey, he's a Div 20. Y'all say y'all want to get there. I don't know how it didn't let me deny that. But hey, it lets me get backside because he has nothing here. So now, he thought he had the advantage. He does not have the advantage. I am going to take control of him because he's in my domain now. I have more stamina and I can take my time. I'm going to go to sprawl, right? And I'm going to hit denies to tax his stamina. And on top of taxing his stamina, I'm going to hit the body. Now, I wish I would have got the up transition there because if I stop that, we're cool. But I'm hoping he tries to jump on my back and take me down because he doesn't have the stamina for it. Look. His stamina is less than halfway and it's already poor. So I can go wherever I want now. So I'm back in full guard now, back on top. And I can punch his body. Now, I tried to go a little too early for half guard. But look, another deny, fake a little bit, get to half guard. Now we're chilling. So he initiated the grappling this round, right? Because he didn't want to really strike on the feet. He was getting pieced up and he was shelling up. If you paid attention, he was shelling up. He was just holding his block and he had no block left. So it led to a desperate shot. And now I'm just going to sit here and I'm not going to do anything too dangerous because it is still Kamzat. And I'm Sean Strickland. I mean, hey, even crazier, Sean Strickland can grapple. Sean Strickland used to jump on people, wrestle a little bit. Yeah, he would box, but his boxing wasn't as clean as it is now. And he would sub people with like rear naked chokes. So I don't know why he doesn't show that part of his game as much anymore, but he very much has it. He very much can sub people. But hey, I'm here. I'm just going to punch his body. Because my whole goal is just bringing his stamina down. I don't even really care about getting damage off. I just don't want to put myself in a dangerous situation. I don't want to posture up too fast and then be stuck on the ground with a Kamzat that has GA. Even though he can't sub me with this, I'm just going to take my time. Even if Herb Dean stands us up. Because at the end of the day, I wanted to stand up. I just didn't want to get him a chance to reverse me from standing up. So now he's gassed. And I'm going to work my magic to try and hurt him. He's throwing that overhand. I'm just going to be patient and work my jabs. Work my jabs, hurt him a little bit, touch him up a little bit. Try and distract him so I can just land, so I can land what I want to land to the body, which is Sean has a really good lead body roundhouse, which I like to use a lot to get to the body because it's more powerful than the jab, but it stings just the same. So listen, just one round 4. In my head, I have 3 rounds. But even if I don't have 3, I for sure won 3 and 4. So I have at minimum 2, and I possibly won the first. Now here, he has no stamina, he can't strike with me, and he's lethargic. So I'm just going to work a teep, work my hooks. As soon as I can land that left hook, I promise you he goes down. The hooks and the uppercuts, because he likes to throw overhands, so I'm trying to throw the lead uppercut. It's a little bit faster. So the main thing here is he likes to throw he likes to lean to his right, so I throw the left hook. He likes to lean back. I throw the straight. I'm throwing up high to make him think high so that I could possibly, when he pulls back, I can land the lead body roundhouse like that, and it hurts him. It stings him. But I don't want to go to the body too much now because, like I said, it's 2-2. And I think I clearly have at least 2 rounds and possibly a third. So right now, I'm just fighting like I have a chance to possibly win a decision. Now there, he throws a knee. I throw a hook. That hook goes. I pull his pull. Next thing you know, he can't strike with me because his stamina is dead at 0. And next thing you know, he goes for a takedown. Now there, the reason he got it, I accidentally touched my left stick. I don't have stick drift, but I accidentally touched my left stick on my controller, and it gave him that because he didn't turn it. I grabbed my controller a little too hard when I tried to bring down both triggers to block it. But hey, it happens sometimes. Since he can't hold me down and I have more stamina, I muscle modified to get up. Now, is that risky? Yes, but he doesn't have the stamina right now. And look, there we go. Because people get desperate. Once they're slow, they don't really see the path, they can't hold you down. What comes out? The cheese, the spam, the knees, the elbows. Like clockwork, promise you. A lot of these people in Division 20, bro, they're not that good. They're not that good. So please do not see it. Look at that. Do y'all play like that? If you play like that, I mean, hey. But if you don't, and you're like, man, his Div 20s, they're better than me. No. They do what they have to do to win. They get into situations like this, and they start knee elbowing. They start clinching. But he doesn't have the stamina to do it. So I'm going to work a hook. I'm trying to time either a sidestep or a hook to hit him bad. Look, he taunted. And when he taunted right there, I'm not going to lie, that shit activated me like a sleeper agent. So I just start trying to kill him. I hit him bad. I start trying to break him down, work the body with the uppercuts. Now, don't do that, but right here, it hurt him again. Boom. Hit him with an uppercut. I start sidestepping in the camera. I start diddy bopping. I start flexing. I'm not going to lie. I was an asshole for that. But that's what he get for taunting and knee elbowing me. You know what I'm saying? When you switch your whole play style and start playing like a bum and start throwing taunts, I'm not even going to respect that he said, well played, good fight. This Div 20 right here is a bum. He was a bum when he played Marshall. He's a bum when he played me. If you play like this, you're a bum. And I promise you that. On everything I love, you a bum. You're ass. But also, we get the win here. Shout out Sean Strickland. You know, I think he has the tools to possibly take that title from Drickus. And, you know, I appreciate your views, man. So, you know, like and subscribe. Share the video if you want to. But honestly, just leave any comments if you like what you saw. And what do you want to see next? But as for me, you know, that's it for the video. I'm out, man. Thanks for the view.